So the rules of thumb when it comes to optimization for keywords within the content on the page is have it early and often. I like to have it at least in the first paragraph or close to. I like to have it at least in the middle of the content and also near the end as well. A lot of people get caught up in this idea of keyword density, and what keyword density is, let's say that we've got 100 words on a page, and if you had the keyword displayed once, that would be, once in that 100 words, that would be a keyword density of 1%. And this is going back a few years ago. People used to talk about what's the perfect keyword density. And I shied away from that. I think you just want to write what's natural and you want to try and work the keyword in a little bit. I have given you in the presentation like a slight sort of rule of thumb that you can follow. Which I've got here is just if you want, you can have the keyword maybe about 3 times per every 500 words. That's like at a minimum. Like you might have a few more, you might have, you know, a few less depending on if it's a less number of words. It just really depends. Mix it up, and you know, don't always do exactly the same thing. Just make sure that you've got it sometimes on the page. If you can, use an H1 tag every now and then, use a bold tag, italics, and image tags as well. This is, again, one of those minor things, and it will depend more so in some niches than others. In the stock market niche, it doesn't really apply so much because people aren't using the Google image search to try and find images related to the stock market. But as I talk about later, you'll see I'll talk about another example site, my planet13.com.au website, which is a rock and roll clothing store. And we use a lot of images on that website, and we like to make sure that we've got those images appropriately tagged, because someone might be searching in Google Images and they might search for, you know, Metallica logo, and it's a good idea if our images are coming up. So it's more important for us to optimize those images there than we do for the stock market stuff. Again, these are just some of the main things, or some of the things that you can think about, but really when push comes to shove, the main things that you need to do is make sure that you have a unique title, and I didn't sort of go into that in detail, but I see this is a big problem with people optimizing their websites. Every page on your website should really have a unique title. That is, every page should have its own custom title. You don't want to have it exactly the same. Google doesn't like that. So the title's important. Make sure I've got there 64. It's around 64 characters long that you can work with. Otherwise, it's just going to go ... and not finish that sentence. And I'll jump over to Google and I'll show you that in a moment. The meta description, make sure that you've got the keyword in there. The meta keywords, make sure you've got it in there, and then just make sure you've got it on the page a few times. If you can also incorporate the keyword into the URL, that's a good idea as well. So it might be something like, you know, freetradingsystems.org/trading goals. .html. That's just an extra way to say, yep, Google, this page is about what it is I'm talking about. Now I'm just going to head over to here and I just want to search, let's say trading system, continuing with this example of the freetradingsystems.org. I've just searched this here and I want to talk you through the title and the description just so you know how important they are. The title of the page will appear here. And you can see it actually bolds the keyword. So it's important to make sure that you have that keyword in there, and it's important to write an attractive title so that someone wants to click it. If someone's typing trading system, I've basically said download your free trading system here. Tell me that's not going to get their attention. And then I go into the description here, which is the meta description, another important thing. You want to make sure I've got here, there's 3 ... so that means I've actually probably written more than the 160 characters, so always keep that in mind. But I've written looking for free trading systems, ? Of course they're looking for free trading systems because they typed it into the search engine. So I'm really talking to the individual, and then I'm encouraging them to, you know, you can download our free ... you know, what's this free thing that I can download? So that's important. Another reason why title tags and meta descriptions are important, because they display in the search results as well.